Hey, hey, welcome, Mr. Tree. How are you this evening? I've been doing all right. How have you all been? Okay, so on the table for tonight, we shall be drenching all of Space Valk 3 as much as is humanly possible in water. Because there are a lot of places in which water was used. A lot more than I realized, actually. Like, it isn't just water fountains and other sort of decorative pieces. Like, the 3D maze is just filled with water. Like, it's actually kind of getting kind of silly, if I had to put words to it. Like, coating every inch of this in water is, like, way more trouble than I thought it would be. So, yeah, how has your day been, Mr. Tree? Aquatic Valkyria? Yeah, it's kind of like that. But it's more a matter of the... I don't know, I just like using water. It's honestly a really good building motif, or building... element, I guess? Design element? I don't know how to, like, quantify it, really. I guess design element is the right way to put it. Because, like, you can waterlog things. You can put water into, you know, set containers and areas. Yeah, like, water is a remarkably interesting thing to use. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing today. I got a ton of dark oak stuff, in addition to what else I had been doing. Still got bits of dark oak, but I think I'm done with the soul sand, the magma blocks, the red stained glass. I think I'm done with most of this stuff. I made a lot of dark oak desks over the last 2 to 3 years of the project, so like... It's one of those things where as I've been visiting around the various, you know, locations, I've kind of just been reminded of how often I fell back on making a desk or a chair or whatever out of dark oak bits. It's a lot more than I expected. Okay. Just making sure people are not telling me something important. I want to try my hand at the 3D maze when I get finished with this. Because, like, I've not given this thing a proper run-through in a while. It's supposed to be covered in water, and you get... from the conduits nearby, you get the conduit power effect, and that's like kind of blinding in a weird sort of way. Let me turn on full bright. Oh, I can't use full bright, that's right. Duh. It's supposed to add to the difficulty. The befuddling nature of this weird base of mine. Oh, shit. Okay. Hey, Cooperator, how's it going? We're doing all right. I'm getting, like... Okay, so there's, like, a void here. Or a gap where water will not fill in. Bam, bam. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, this is the other problem, is these tiny passageways. They're not exactly conducive to putting water in them. Ow. Oh, man. It rained all day today here. But not like pounding rain or, you know, rain that has some chest on its hair, or hair on its chest. But the kind of rain that, like, is just dreary, you know? It's cold, it's gray, it's wet. And it makes you feel like you'll never forget. Yeah, it's fall, all right. Ah, well. Only 7 or 8 more months till spring. Man, the irony that I'm counting down the day till spring. And we just got into this season. I don't know, I've never been a big fall lover. This seems daunting. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's mostly just, hey, you have 2 buckets, you got 2 hands. You can fill it all in. Because with World Edit, it was not a problem to just do the fill command and go, okay, fill water. Or no, wait, that's right. I punched a hole once I made the checker pattern of the black and white glass. I just punched a hole through everything manually to make my little maze. Because, you know, this is a 3D maze. And at that point, I was like, okay, make a selection, replace air with water. And there you have it. And now everything is filled in to the point where you can't tell what way is up or down. It was way worse in 1.18, 1.19. They changed something about rendering in 120 or 121, somewhere in there. I forget when I noticed, but I noticed that the 3D maze became way easier in that version or around there. And it was entirely because of how you were no longer befuddled quite as badly by the white and black checkered pattern of the glass with the water background. Even with the conduit power, it's still not so bad. So it's odd, to say the least. But it's not like bad or anything. I can jam with the cooler weather with less sweat. Yeah, kind of nice to be outside in, or outside in. Oh, I guess I'll give you that. Your live chat is really slow, like you said that a minute ago. Oh. Well, I mean, just is what it is. The chat pop out is like routed through 3 different things, I think. So like it's, you know, it's a delayed signal, like you said. Sorry, it's taking that long to pop up what you're saying. That's how it is. It's not like the worst thing in the world or anything. The chat replay is there just for fun. I had been getting very lazy and just was not putting it in. So I decided I should keep it in. Just a little bit. I do understand why people don't like the cold, though. You're already... Yeah. If given the choice, I will take hot over cold. Cold makes me feel sluggish and un-me-like. I don't know. I don't want to be, like, sweltering to death, but I like the heat. Like, 70 to 80 degree weather. Like, that's good to me. I don't know, I'm weird that way. Winter hasn't even started. Oh, I know. The aquatic update allowing you to waterlog stuff was one of the best features. Yeah, that was a low-key, really powerful building feature. Because it turned water from this thing that you kind of sort of interacted with, but only on an as-needed basis, into an actual fully developed, you know, mechanic. Oh, what the hell? We're the smooling fronds. Oh, god damn it. So yeah, I like the aquatic update. Even if it was a horrible update for 2B2T related porpoises. Okay. Alright, so I don't want this to just be flowing down over and over and over and over. I want it to connect up. Oh, wow. I got lots and lots of down. There we go. Okay, so this is where the water adds into, meets up, whatever. I can't words very well right now. Now we need lava logs. Ooh. I'm honestly shocked they didn't think to, like, do that. How difficult would that be? From, like, a programming perspective, you know? I'm curious. Lava logging would be interesting. I think it could be done. I have wanted little tiny cubbies of lava pretty much ever since the water logging mechanic was introduced. Because it obviously begs the question, if you can water log, why not lava log? So yeah, like, I don't know. I kind of like that. Okay. Well, that kind of got it. Oh, there we are. Without the conduit power, it's actually kind of troublesome to be in here. That's another problem I'm going to have to tackle at some point, is how do I get the conduits? I can't do it. I can't do it, Captain. I'm giving her all the power she's got. So yeah, it isn't quite like it would have been without the conduit power, in my opinion. And I asked East Alpha, hey, what are we going to do about conduits? And he said, what are you going to do about the conduits? And I was like, uh-oh. I'm not getting help on that one. Okay, well. I guess if I have to do something, I'll just go and figure out a way to get a hold of a ton of hearts of the sea. I shall wrest the still beating heart from the ocean. Maybe. And then I'll see about acquiring a shulker or two of nautilus shells. But the nautilus shell, funny enough, is not like the limiting factor there. I guess, yeah, those are still somewhat rare. Okay, so this goes up there. I might need to just brew water potions and then splash you with it as you enter. Uh-oh. Oh, this is a dead end. Okay. I'm happy that you can kind of tell. Whew. Okay. I remember there was a hole back here that you... Oh, no. It's not a hole. It's a pathway. Remember, this was a lot harder to navigate 3 or 4 versions ago. Oh, this is a hole. Okay. Oh. Alright, who is being a naughty little pocket of air? Eh? I don't get it. Why are you not allowing... Okay, this is just straight up weird. There we go. Because originally, I was thinking when I built this, you would be walking around and then you could fall down a hole without realizing you fell down it. So I don't know. Okay, there we are. Sorry, I had to take care of something. Hello, Pablo. What is this building? Is this a recorded video? No, it is not. This is a three-dimensional maze. A maze in which you wander around in the water and you get lost. But there is an exit, obviously. Anyway, next milk log? Oh, milk log. Oh, wow. Well, when they finally make milk a viable liquid and not just an item in a bucket, yeah, I agree with you. They could absolutely milk log stuff and have that be a viable whatever. But until they give you the ability to place milk in world, I don't know. That's probably not happening if I had to be just a little bit on the optimistic side. But speaking of stuff that actually is happening, what do we think about zombie camels and the new parched? The zombie, or sorry, the desert skeleton and the desert zombie camel. What do we think about them? I kind of like it. Now, will they let us cure the camel, I wonder? So that I don't have to go to a fucking village 50 kilometers away to get a camel, right? Any desert could reasonably spawn a camel now, as though they probably should have always let it do that from the get-go. Alright, because, like, let's be real. Shouldn't camels just be a passive that spawns in a desert biome regardless of village stuff? Like, that's like the one reason I never went and got a camel. It's because I knew it would be a gigantic pain for no reason. Love the zombie camel. Okay. Desert update. They were promising a desert update a while ago. Some number of years ago. It won the biome improvement vote or whatever the hell. Not nearly as controversial as the mob vote, so it didn't... it got quietly dismissed instead of being, you know, shoved in our faces about how bad we were at voting. I still say the dog, armor, whatever the fuck. The armadillo, that was it. I still say the armadillo versus the crab was botted. I still say there was botting going on. Somebody had their thumb on the scale, and they were like, I'm getting me some dog livers. But no, nobody has yet proved that. Of course, nobody has investigated it really either, so your mileage will vary on that, I guess. Okay. I beg Mojang to add the trumpet skeleton. Ooh. As like a random Halloween spawn. Yeah, that could work. Wait. You're cooking. Holy shit, Neo. Like, yes. The Doot Doot skeleton should be a Halloween spawn. Just like the jack-o'-lantern zombie piglin skeleton. Yeah. Doot Doot skeleton should blow his trumpet at you instead of be, you know, shooting a bow like normal. And it, I don't know, it just rarely spawns on October 31st. I mean, this mob has to be rare, though. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, no wonder. There's no water at our feet. There we are. Will they let us store water with them? That's the real question. What, like a regular camel would? I don't know. Probably not. Realistically, water storage is not a concern. So probably not, no. I know also, by the way, that's a myth or something of a myth. Camels don't actually store water in those humps. They store fat. It's just that their bodies are very good at preserving the water they have. So camels had that sort of myth just emerged, I don't know, older paleontology from, or not paleontology, older zoology from like the 1800s or some shit. It basically got disproved a while ago. It's just one of those persistent myths. But the prospect of a skeleton that now no longer burns in daylight, that's an odd and kind of annoying idea. You're never going to be able to pass through a desert now, going forward, and expect everything to be A-okay during the daytime. The husk was kind of avoidable, but the parched may prove to be a real issue. I don't know. Camels should spawn naturally for real. I know, right? Glow squid was also sus? Yeah. I can't really be sure the who, what, why, when, where of the glow squid. Glow squids, I have come to appreciate. Even though that's kind of like sacrilegious to say, I have actually learned to be all right with the glow squid. It's not much, but like, yeah, I've kind of gotten used to it. Okay, why is this not? Air from a bucket. I compare you to an air from a bucket. Ooh. My kelp has grown. Ah. Okay. Huh? I swear the wind today feels like it's whispering secrets that I'll never be. What? What? Who on earth programmed the Transtemo bot to say what it says? Like, where did they get these lines from? I'm baffled every time I read the Transtemo whatever. Whose smart idea was it to have it say such inane bullshit? People just love dogs. We all know the glow squid was because of Dream. Yeah, but even so. I still say that's putting your finger on the scale. Forcibly altering everything to go your way because you want it to. You know, that's not fair. And it's not in, like, the spirit of voting. Hey, everybody, vote for this. Like, no, actually, you shouldn't be trying to force people to vote because you want them to vote a way that you want them to. Like, I don't know. It's impossible to really get a non-tampered with opinion nowadays. Like, everybody's opinion has been in some way influenced by something else. Your favorite content creator has in some way tampered with your opinion, whether they know it or not, right? There's no real independent thought anymore. Not really. There's like kind of sort of independent thought, but those people are either backwards as hell. They're just too far removed from, you know, the common average standard of thinking. Like African, the concept of African time. Oh boy, the concept of African time will have your head spinning. And it's exactly the kind of backward thinking I'm talking about. It's just not something your average person even remotely entertains. Because it's ass backwards in just about every possible way one can be ass backwards. So, like, that's independent thought, though. That is a complete departure from the average norm. But everybody else is, like, thinking more or less online, or not online, but on the level of everybody else in some way. We all have similar needs and desires, etc. Like, we all hang out online. We're all influenced by this or that TikTok or Twitter or whatever bullshit. Like, there's no getting away from it now. This is just the world. And so unless you come from the future in which all that is gone, or you walked off of some far-removed remote island that no one has reasonably left in like the last dozen or so years, like, yeah, there is really truly no independent thought anymore. And there really kind of can't be. Independent thoughts aren't impossible, but they're not really, like, common. Because everybody is on some sort of a, you know, you're on this team, you're on that team, you're for this or against that. But, like, these are all the things we all think about. It's impossible to find someone who's not got an opinion, you know? Hey, it's been a while. How have you been? I've been all right, Leo Terry. Just to give you an idea of what it is that I have been doing, I have been building on this giant fuck-off end base on 2B2T. 680 people, hell yeah. Whee! I love the zoom out mod so much, holy shit. Ooh. Now that's something I'm not going to look forward to building. The inside of the holodeck This building, oh god, too far out. This building in front of me, it's supposed to be a Swiss cheese of light blue wool and sea lanterns. I'm not looking forward to this. The holodeck was supposed to be like a building that would rearrange using command blocks. It would rearrange its insides, and I just never bothered to really figure out how to do that. And so it would rearrange its insides depending on what button you pressed, and it would summon levels from Super Mario 64. But building all the levels and then figuring out how to swap them out just became way too tedious, and I was like, nah, I'll get to it one day. And then I got done with Space Valk 3, and that one day never came. Oh well. If somebody else wants to build me a bunch of Super Mario 64 levels and fit them inside of a 50 by 50 square, 50 by 50 by 50, that's it. I always thought that would be a really, really cool, like, experiment. I don't know. Not only to have this end base, but to have a crazy big, convoluted, like, holodeck pseudo program or whatever. I've been watching a lot of Star Trek lately, and just have it be like, oh yeah, this is a this is just like you go in and you press a button, you tell it what you want, and it does it. You know, actually, speaking of Star Trek, as somebody who has been watching a lot of Star Trek lately, as well as having watched a ton in the past, the amount of person walking into place, usually the holodeck, and saying, "Computer, do such and such," and it does it with phenomenal accuracy. I'm sorry, I hate to make this comparison. This reminds me of AI as it is currently. You just can't talk to it, or at least not yet. I mean, you can kind of talk to it, but like, it's like prompting something with an AI. And really, like, the computers in Star Trek were AIs. They just weren't smart. You know, they weren't self-aware. So, like, yeah. I gotta wonder, is another Star Trek technology becoming reality? Because first it was like the tricorder and the comm badges, which were like walkie-talkies, but like they could tap the comm badge and it would connect them to wherever, you know, through like a PA system or something. And well, what do you know? We got smartphones, which are basically the exact same thing. You have like the whole sum of human knowledge on your phone through the internet on at the palm of your hand. So I don't know. Is hey computer, do such and such. Hey Siri, make me a so and so simulation. And then it just fucking does it. Like, are we at that point? Uh-oh. I mean, I guess in a way, right? I know people don't like AI, but like, is it to the point where we're kind of getting to a pseudo Star Trek existence? I don't know. What's Africa time? Oh boy. All right. So, the Africans view time quite literally backwards to how we perceive time. But this is not like a temporal perception kind of thing. This is a cultural bend, if you will. Like, it's a cultural attitude. The past is in the future. Everything is going toward the past, which in a weird sort of way is accurate. But everything flows from the future into the past, which is kind of backwards to how we view, time and history now, because everything flows from the future and goes toward the past. But the Africans view it backward, and that the past is always good, and that the future is bad. They have this sort of existential dread about the past. Or not the past, the future. It's very hard to explain because it's so out of left field from how we in the West view, time. Time, Mr. Freeman? Is it really that time again? It seems as though you've only just gotten here. You never understood why he found it so good? Father watches Star Trek? I love Star Trek. It's good. It's genuinely interesting. It's a kind of very dated opinion on how the future is supposed to be. The takeaway you should get from Star Trek is that it is extraordinarily utopian thinking. It's interesting because it puts so much faith in humanity. And it's like, how on earth could you arrive at that conclusion? Because humans are not even remotely close to utopian. It's just very it's the magical thinking of the 80s and 90s, basically. And it's just very interesting to get an eyeful of. I don't know how else to put it other than it is a product of its time, and that kind of makes it charming. But then, that's not going to mean you will necessarily like it. It's a product of its time. But I remember growing up with Star Trek and being like, oh my god, that's all so cool. And then I got older and realized it was all made up bullshit. It's not like I even as a kid thought that it was real, as much as I just kind of expected there to be an element of realism to it. No, there's so much fantasy to Star Trek it hurts. For something sci-fi like Star Trek, it's more fantasy than sci-fi in a weird, unexpected kind of way. But, yeah, maybe Star Trek AI technology will be normal one day. It'll be just absolutely plain Jane common. You'll just say to your computer, okay, do this, okay, do that. And then it'll just do it. I'm reminded of the first Star Trek motion picture. Or no, it's not the first, it's the second one. Or no, fuck. It's the one where they go back in time. It's like the fourth. Or third or fourth. Fuck, I got mixed up. Yeah, that's right. They were trying to save the whales. That's so stupid. More hippy-dippy bullshit from the 70s and 80s. Anyway, and so they go back in time, and they're like trying to use a computer of that time, right? And it's the 1970s. And they're like, well, how do I do this? They don't get or appreciate the idea of using a keyboard. A keyboard and mouse are alien to them. And I just thought, well, actually, it wasn't really even alien. It was more like they looked down on their nose, down their nose at it, and they were like, "This is so fucking primitive. How could you?" It's just very funny, because that's something that a lot of Zoomers and Gen Alpha are kind of facing now, where they're not very good at computers because they never had to figure anything out. They never had to struggle against the uncaring. It was the fourth. Okay, sorry, Cosmos. Yeah, I got turned around. Anyway, yeah, and people are just. I'm wondering, are we all We're just going to be, like, absolutely using AI and computers as, like, a crutch, right? We're all going to be like Scotty in the 4th Star Trek movie where he's, like, talking into the mouse. Like, you're not going to know how to make use of a computer if it isn't voice activated. Which is scary because Siri is still a really, really poor way to use a computer, in my opinion. I feel like talking something or speaking a command is less efficient than just typing it out. I don't know, maybe I'm old school like that. I'm an ancient old man who thinks typing is better than speaking. As though, you know, the future will have the option to do one or the other. You want to voice activate your whole ass computer, you have that option. I guess you could really kind of do that now, couldn't you? Although, again, voice recognition I wouldn't really trust. Technology makes our generations dumber. Maybe. It certainly makes them more complicit. I can't really say it's dumber as much as it's complicitness, right? Because the thing does it for you. So why do I need to learn how to do it? What therefore is my job in learning? What's my role, rather? And I just can't help but wonder, like, is it? I don't know. Also, it doesn't help that our culture promotes a laziness and a lack of learning ethic. There is an abundance of, like, you don't want to learn, you don't need to learn. And there are people who don't like... They don't like freedom of thought. But I don't want to get too far into that right now. Wall-E, yes. The people from Wall-E may be our future. Ooh. This is a chill space anyway. I think technology makes our generations dumber. Every generation, it does sound counterintuitive. Yeah, a little bit. Writing is becoming better because then you can delete and edit your own words after you make a mistake. But that's if you know you've made a mistake. I'll admit, I use spell check as a crutch. I don't know about word processing without a spell checker now. So, I don't know. There is something to be said for becoming complicit because a thing does it for you. And so what's my role in learning it? What the hell do I need to worry about it for? Like, what is the value of spelling? My thing is going to do it for me. Oh, I misspelled a word. My word processor, my Firefox, my whatever. Every browser extension, Discord, every phone, all of them all have autocorrect, word, spell check, etc. So what's the value in me learning XYZ thing? So yeah, it does kind of make you dumber in that regard. You're not wrong. Ah, well. If it happens, it happens. Ooh. Where are these passageways? Oh, damn it. Okay. Nobody likes cheaters. Yeah. Maybe school is pointless, but cheating isn't good either. There is an art to cheating. People don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. I would argue that cramming before a test is also cheating in some way. Because all you're doing is putting the info in your head for just long enough to get past that one test in which it will be used, and then nothing. Then you're emptying your head out for the next batch of stuff you cram for. I mean, to be fair, it isn't really cheating, but it is kind of like defeating the point. So yeah, like, may as well have it, a super intelligent AI correct you automatically or something. I don't know. What else are you going to do? Am I right? Oof, yeah, I never use autocorrect. I always use autocorrect. I stopped being good enough to spell on my own a long time ago, and I don't feel like taking out the energy or time to get better at spelling. Even though I absolutely could do that, I'm not going to, because why do I need to waste the time or energy doing that? There's water to be placed on Space Valkyria 3, don't you know? That's more important. Well, kind of. Yeah, not really. But hey, you know, I enjoy it. Okay, all the water. I feel like I've missed some pockets of air or something. And by that I mean like behind me somewhere. Not necessarily in front of me. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, how do the fucking items flow past me like this? That's embarrassing. I'm trying to pick the thing up and it's not letting me. Uh-oh. Oh, internet. Well, I hate to say that. The fucking inclement weather has had a nasty effect on that. Sorry if my net is slowing down, guys. Yeah, YouTube is not receiving enough stuff. Well, hey. Oh! Oh, I'm at the exit. Hell yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah, I did miss. Or no. Okay, this connects up an old passageway then. Fortunately, I have a method to find any bits of water that are not what they should be. I just got to get it all good and gelled. You can't out-cheat the art of cheating without proper cheating skills, I guess. You know, it takes one to know one, as they say. If you're going to cheat, you got to know when and how to do it correctly, or else you'll get caught, etc., etc. Among other things. Oh. Okay, get over there. I have 50 ping. I'm still doing well. Did my internet... Yeah, my connection stabilized. More or less. Well, I guess the inclement weather was only partially effective at stamping out my internet. Okay. Alright, so this is just a passageway straight down. And I don't think it's... Oh! Okay, so it goes straight up. That's the exit. I gotta get in here. Oh. Holy crap, there's so much space in here. God damn. Ah. Okay, so I'm going to take a small break from watering the insides of the three-dimensional maze. I forgot how in-depth I made this thing. Okay, so that leads... There we are. Places wet sponge to fill it. No, I don't think it works that way. Like GCSES in my country, for example. Okay. Cheating is just free grades. Very, very, very accurate, Sem. I like your, like the way you think. Cheating is just free grades. Yeah. Cheating, hot take, is cheating like exploiting hacking? Is that a good thing? It depends on who you talk to, honestly. Some people like to do it because it makes them feel powerful. I feel like cheating is taken a little too seriously. But it's like hard to say like why or how. It's just, I feel like people get too serious about it. As someone who has never cheated in all of my schooling and life and stuff, like I don't qualify hacks on 2B2T as cheating, by the way. Like those are just not comparable. But that said, like I do feel like people have gotten really bent out of shape over cheating pretty well for no reason. Well, not for no reason, but the overreaction is like, it's a bit much. People get overly dramatic about cheating. That's what I mean. Well, damn it. And it struck again. Okay. Jack the gun runner. You think I'm running guns? Do you think I'd be streaming on YouTube if I were running guns? How much water do I have to fill in? Yeah, the 3D maze is big. Just that alone is probably 2 hour worth of like meticulous filling. I'm going to take a very short break from doing that and just sort of patrol around to make sure I got all the things. Oh, damn. What is all that there? Oh yeah, a bunch of Dark Oak stuff that I didn't have yesterday. Okay. Good. Excellent. Reminds you of Blade Runner 2049. Ah, cool. This is one sick base. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I worked hard on it for years. Years and years and years. And it has been a very paradoxically fast and slow 2 months to build it on 2B2T. Oh, that's right. That's kelp. Okay, well, shit. I did say I would fill in water, so I guess I'll be doing that here. The undead exhibit. Oh, you can't just plant water in any old level of... Okay. Or plant kelp in any old level of water. I see. I'll let all that grow up and then harvest it a little bit. Here we go. I remember your last Valkyrie base. When did I start building this? So I started building Space Valk 3 in late 2016, early 2017. I really innovated on it hard from 2021 to 2023 when I just kind of got burned out on working on it, and I basically said, okay, I'm done. And so I sat on it for 2 years. I released it, but like, you know, I wasn't actively doing anything with it. And one of the guys in the devs was like, hey Jack, we're gonna do something. And he's like, where's Space Valk 3's download? And I'm like, oh, it's, you know, pointed him at the trailer video and I was like, all right, you know, whatever, have fun. And then he is like, okay, you really need to come see this. And I fly all the way out here, get through those gates, get to the end, get through the special places and do the things I'm supposed to. And bam, here it is. It truly is a wild and wacky world we live in. Thanks in part to this printer. Shoot, yeah, I was 11 when you started this. Oh my god. Wow. That makes me feel old. Space Valk's 10th anniversary. Or, well... Yeah, Space Valk's 10th anniversary. Yeah, that was this year. That's right. The 10th anniversary of the first Space Valkyria. And then, obviously, the 10th anniversary of the second and third will be next year. As well as the Russia War. Damn. How time flies. Ooh. Free kelp. Okay, luckily this tank is quite narrow. 1920 in December, damn. Yeah, 9 years or 10. Well, the first Space Valkyria was not anything like this. It was much simpler, much smaller. It was definitely groundbreaking for what it was, though. And then from there... I don't know, from there it just sort of took on a life of its own. If the gods could make a home on 2B2T, it would be Space Valkyria. Space Valkyrie. I mean, surely he's heard the word Valkyria enough to know that it's pronounced Valkyria, not Valkyrie, or whatever. Silly Mr. Feet MC. Okay, yeah, I don't have ice, so there's no easy way to do this. No shortcuts. We cannot cut our short. No cutting your shorts, guys. Our shorts cannot be cut. Can't get over the 2 TPS a day keeps the rushers away. Yeah, those were good times. It's a damn shame that it didn't actually happen. But then again, I don't know. Would we have wanted 2B2T to not blow up and not be popular like it is? Would the server have been able to survive all this time without the server getting big? Big from Etika, big from Fuse Toi, big from Elrich MC, big from Ant Venom, big from Fit, from the YouTube algorithm, from Mr. Beast, from Ninja, whoever the fuck else it was that was streaming and making content on here at one point. I don't know, I've lost track of all the fucking large streamers who've come through here before. So yeah, like, I don't know. I have to wonder, would we have a 2B2T if not for them? Would the server have died by now? You know? I think it would have. And so while 2 TPS a day may have kept Rusher himself away, it just wasn't enough to keep the average person away. Even at the darkest of times in 2022 to 2020, what? 2023, roughly? I would say that's like the lowest point in server history. Like even then, terrible lag, perpetual 1.12, unimaginable exploits that were never truly reined in until everything updated. Like, yeah, at a certain point, you know, it just didn't matter. Venom C has been radio silent for whatever reason. He's just doing other things. He just doesn't want to do 2B2T stuff. Which is a damn shame, but oh well. If I could have made him play my game on stream, that would have been so fucking dope. There we go. Water. Oh my god, water. What was that meme in Minecraft 2's movie? They should have Jack Black enter the end and say, so this is the end. It looks like the place could use an update. God, that would be so fucking awesome. If they do that, oh my god, please, please. Yeah, out of sight, out of mind, I guess so. Any sort of, like, Lamau end update. Like, even just the fucking devs poking fun at themselves would be at least kind of reassuring that they would maybe do something about the dimension. I don't know, something like that. Epic collab, am I right? Just realized now it's 2 a.m. for you. Oh, sorry, Leo Terry. You have a good one. If you do decide to dip. Two a.m. is late. Yeah, it is. For some people, it is extraordinarily late. For some people, it's early. It just depends. Okay, I don't know if you were being serious, but I did reach out to Fit for you. Hopefully he reaches out to you. He won't. He is a busy man who does other things, which is just kind of to be expected. The hope is that this will gather enough attention to get him to actually come see it. We would love him to see it. Like, I would love to show it to him in person on Tubi. Not just to, like, make some sort of a video, but, like, to actually just show him, yeah, this is the place. This is it. Okay. All right, I'm not going any higher than this level. Just because it doesn't need to be. I probably filled the whole thing with water. Like, with no air pockets in it. Who cares? Okay, that's enough water for one. Whatever. Okay, so in here, well, I'll just show you. Instead of doing the third person trick, I'll just show you. Come on, let me in. Yeah, I gotta fill all this in at some point, somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Oh. Sincerely hope he visits it. I think he'd be interested, but like, there's no guarantee he would. Even though, yeah, he would be interested. Okay, am I beneath? I'm beneath the thing. Okay. That explains it. Wanted to come out in a clear area where I could just fly right up. Fuck. No, no, this looks to be... Unless it's 2 blocks thick, it shouldn't be. There we go. Ah, fuck. There's my other messages back and forth. You'd probably like to at least see it on a Discord stream. Okay. Well, that is a start, if nothing else. Oh, yeah, this. Oh, man, this is a massive aquarium. Yeah, this whole section is, like, full of water. So not only is the underside of the disc full of water, or not the underside, the inside of the disc, but this is just a giant fuck-off aquarium that I made. Gonna need to get some tropical fish for that. Few signs saying, this is all water underneath here, air blocks equals water. Fill it for real. Oh yeah, the coral buildings, ooh. Came from the Sal C1 video. Did Sal do a thing? Has Sal made a video lately? Thank you for reminding me about him. The perfect vanilla setup? Ah, it's not. Okay. Well, hey, welcome. Glad to have you here. Whoa, stupid thing. Yeah, I guess he didn't make a video or anything. Old vid. Okay, cool. Still working on the base. Well, David Ahmad. We rebuilt it on 2B2T. Completely and totally from the old version that I made in single player for several years. So it is now no longer the base I made twice. It is now the base so nice I made it thrice. Yeah, how the fuck am I gonna do this? I could try. Okay, so what I could do is diagonally. Oh, what am I doing? I need to put this back. Shite. Oh, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Third time's the charm. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, let's put that there. Okay, cool. Oh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kelp this up. I might need a lot of kelp. I don't know yet. Because this will turn it into a legitimate water source. Perfect. And then hope all the kelp doesn't fall off into an area I don't see it. And so in this way, I can continually grow it in like a diagonal. Sort of like you would with ice. Oh, damn it. Perfect. And so this way, whatever is poking out, you'll see that, but you won't see like the rest of it. Also, speaking of, where did the rest of it go? Oh, it's in the water stream, no wonder. There we go. Looking forward to Space Valk 7 in the year 2067. Good God. I don't know that I'm going to do a Space Valk 7. I'm probably not even going to do a 6. 5 is, as of right now, the only thing I'm really thinking about. So if a 7 ever happens because a 6 happened and because 5 was a success, well, there you go. Yeah. Okay, so... yeah, I think this will work. So what I'll do is I'll plant diagonally. I'll plant some kelp to kind of help it all flesh itself out. That might just do it. Biggest, most compact base, I guess. You mean densest? When is this base going to be finished? That's a damn good question, man. There are so many small things that have to be, like, attended to. One of which is the water situation. Am I gonna water everything? Oh, I know what I need to do. Need to go ahead and get... okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and assume all the dark oak stuff's taken care of. So I don't need to do dark oak junk anymore. Ha ha ha. Bony meal. I don't have enough space for all this. Whatever. Oh wow, it's already growing up. Damn, this stuff grows fast. Oh wow, it's already a square. So the hope is it will grow in when the kelp grows up. And that should reasonably fill in all the spaces automatically. I'll just set it up and watch it go. I guess I could bone meal it all if I wanted. Something like that. I'm so glad they added the mechanic of the kelp turning flowing water into a water source. I feel like that's a bug, but it sounds like a bug that got promoted to a feature. Like, I don't know 100% certainly if they intended for that to be, you know, normal behavior for Minecraft or not. It just... I don't know. I just can't, like, in my heart of hearts, I can't reconcile the idea that Mojang is that smart, you know? Like, of course they wanted this to be a mechanic. Like, obviously. No, I think this is a happy accident. I don't have enough stock in them as creators to be like, yes, flowing water turning into water sources via a kelp growth, whatever. Yeah, completely within the realm of possibility. How dense was Sky Masons? It wasn't super dense, but it was still pretty dense. Because there was a lot of air between all the things people did. So it was definitely like... it was definitely that city vibe without being overly compact. I would say Space Valk 3 is overly compact in some ways. Whoops. Okay. Let me here. Oh, does that get me to the corner? Oh, that's perfect. Pretty dense too, but yeah, that's what you were thinking. Okay. Maybe I should be using my Riptide Trident in here. Bone meal grows it if it's handy. Wouldn't need to be an L shape, or does diagonal work? Diagonal is the least amount of effort. L shape would do it too, but that's more surface area you'd have to cover. A diagonal zigzag pattern is the least amount of surface area to, you know, propagation. I guess that's the way to put it. Hey, S-Man. Oh, wow. Thank you. Space Valk 2 is complete or unfinished? Space Valk 2 is unfinished. I never really wanted to plug away at it. I should probably revisit it. I could probably finish it. It just never occurred to me to bother. I guess in a way I am doing that because it's a part of Space Valk 5 as well. I took like the main tower design and let's just say that all of Space Valk 2 will one day be incorporated into other bases and other ideas in such a way that they will see completion. How's that sound? I have plans, don't worry. It isn't perfect or anything, but you know. Okay. Bam, bam. And then I can just let this thing do its job automatically. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to make up to 30. Okay, and I'm going to chop it at that to get it all so that I have a stack. Because that's what I really want, is a stack of kelp. I can't kelp it. Okay, we got a box of... Oh, fuck me, I hate that. I didn't want to put seagrass here. Anyway, we've got a box of bone meal back at the base. Wow. Say that 5 times fast. We got a box of bone meal back at the base. We got a base of bone meal back at the box. Yeah, wow. So as that naturally ticks, it should basically fill the negative space here. I think that'll do it. Hello, this is single player, right? Yes, yes, it is single player with chat on 2B2T. You are correct. Yes. Nope. Okay. That'll do for now. All right. I need a way out. Oh, fuck. Let's just put that there for right now. Okay. We're good. I'm going to go grab that bone meal. Nice. Is that Blackstone base still going? I had to very quickly jump to this project. The base is fine. Everything is still there. It's all good. I just had to quickly, because I got sidetracked with this. So I had to put down what I was doing there and jump over to this to get it finished. No, that's glass. Here we are, bone meal. Le bones. Bone apple teeth. I'll probably be returning to the Blackstone base around, I don't know, New Year's, roughly. It's hard to say for sure, because you just never know how long a base will last. But the hope is we will 100% build Space Valk 3. Complete and total Space Valk domination. Space Valk supremacy. So how much bone meal is this gonna take per stalk? Fuck me, I gotta stop doing that. Oh my god, I only want a bone meal. The things I'm growing. L gotta be shorter and straighter, shortest distance? No, it isn't. Check roofs for the other highways. What now? Trailers following went until 150k. Now there's somebody's been there. Nothing. All. Rip. Rip and pepperoni. Real OP op life or real OP life or whatever. However you say your name. Don't follow trails. You're better off making your own stuff. 150k nether isn't all that far for no paths. I don't know. Maybe. I'm very poor. I mean, that's a skill issue. You need to not be worrying about finding shit. You need to start making your own factory. Make stuff. I guarantee you that if you make your own junk, even if it's from scratch, inside of 6 months, you will have a literal self-made stash. No need to find duplicated items. You'll get yourself there. It'll take time, but like if you're willing to put the effort in, you can make a whole ass farm. What would I do for enchanted golden apples? You can broker for those. You can trade for those. But everything else you can make, more or less. Is it annoying that 2B has grown so massive? Like, did you prefer the before? I guess. I mean, I definitely miss the before times, but like today is just... It's its own crazy experience. I don't know how else to put it. It's just different. Loot and crystals? You can make crystals, dude. Full enchanted diamond gear from villagers nowadays in emerald farms? Yeah, but like, crystals is what he's after. Played back in 112 where I didn't even see making gear as an option because of how difficult it is to max. 112 is not relevant any longer. Back in 112 is all well and good, but like, nah, 121 is completely different. You can make anything in a weird sort of way. All right, gotcha. Gas farms are very plausible now, right? As for gaps, I wonder if that chunk respawn or regeneration exploit is around. The one they used to get the eye trim. If that's possible, still. I doubt it, but if it is, you can get gaps that way. Albeit that's a very slow method, but it is viable, technically. Still working down here. Oh! Oh, shit. I didn't even know. They're still working down there. Okay. Let's Let's see if we can't spy them this way. Ooh! Okay. Maybe it would be better to do it third person like this. Oh. Okay. Damn. Sweet progress. Wow. East Alpha just messaged me and said, hey, we've blown stuff up. Though his spacing's a bit excessive. That's a lot of endstone to have to get rid of manually. Not with the duper, but with, like, all the spare that's left over. I don't know. Whatever. I'm sure he's got that on lockdown. Dude, if I got the eye trim, I'd keep it in my ender chest and never give even a copy unless it's already applied. Real op life. I hate to tell you this. The eye trim has been long since circulated. Everybody has eye. It's not special. I just told you they regenerated the chunks around a stronghold to get eye to respawn. And then they passed it out to everyone because a bunch of people were already hoarding it in the exact manner you described. So no, it's already too late. Eye is in everyone's possession. Literally. I'm holding the eye trim right now. Like, it's not special. Everybody's got this. Whoops. It is not rare. It was rare when it was first released. And like you said, people were releasing it only on already made armor. But ultimately, it doesn't matter because once they figured out how to regenerate chunks, and I'm pretty sure that exploit is patched now, it stopped being exclusive. So, no. Oh, my bad. Yeah. It was special for about maybe a month at most. Like watching another vid in the background, so it's hard to hear. Oh, it's okay. Oh, you're heading out. Good night, Copperator. Yeah, we definitely need to get conduits set up. Even if that's a nightmare. I hope I can find... Oh, I know I can. Never mind. I don't even need to finish voicing that thought. I was subtly beginning to worry, you know, what am I going to do with all this kelp? I hope I can find a use for all this kelp. I will. I can use the kelp for making those dried kelp blocks, which look really cool, like garbage bags, in a weird sort of way. So I could use that for that. So I don't think this is like a waste of bone meal or anything. Here we go. It only took 2 stacks of blocks to make. Okay. Not bad. And as I had... Whoops. As I had hoped, it filled the whole thing in. Just like I wanted. Very neat. The chunk reversions remind me of poor Camtown. That place is not fixable without weeks upon weeks of work. I mean, if you're willing to rebuild all of that, I mean, it's a lot of digging. But then again, like, I don't know, it can't be that bad. I don't know. It is definitely odd. Did they test all of that at Camtown, maybe? And that's how they knew I don't know. There we go. Maybe Camtown was the site of a grand experiment to overwrite, rewrite whatever chunks. Ooh. Crap, I have more here than I thought. What client do you use the Autobone meal would have helped? I mean, it's not... It's just like a small private thing. It's not really like that impressive. Oh, okay. I can put that and that up. Yeah, fuck it. Okay, so that's only half a stack. I guess I'm alright with leaving that. That's a good point, yeah. Somewhere, Camtown deserves to be at least there somewhat. It's an important piece of history. I guess it is, yeah. I mean, it's not like it'll get re-griefed, you know. Probably not, anyway. There we go. All right. What other big bodies of water do I need to create? There was another big one that I'm trying to remember. Oh, I remember now. There's the Sea Spire Bar and Grill. This had a giant, oh, ow. This had a giant aquarium in it. I got a little out of hand with aquariums, as you can see. Kind of wish kelp was like a scaffold in that you could place it from the bottom up. Is different parts of world logging into Q, I guess, and getting on Prio also getting off that changes the estimation, I guess? Oh, okay. Not really sure what you're referring to, Stone, but alright. The end portal was still there in 2024, like a couple pieces of it, so maybe they tested it because of the portal? That's a possibility, yeah. Did Camtown have an end portal generate below it? It's too far out, right? I feel like it's too far out. I don't know, it just doesn't feel like that's a place where an end portal should be. Nope. Mention queue time changing. Okay, from 4 to 7, which sucks. Holy shit, that's bad. Wow, those queue times are ass. You wouldn't catch me waiting for that. Like, I don't think you could auto-wait that reasonably often, right? Like, unless you just had something you had to do on an alt. I mean, maybe. Usually that's what, whether it's 5 to 7 or 10 to 15. Okay. Maybe all of the kicking and the bullshit has made it worse. You know? Because, like, we had, whatever oddity it's been with the Cloudflare or DNS or whatever the fuck it is that's clearly messed up. But nobody seems to have any answers. I mean, I just estimated the time. I don't actually know how long it is. I've been in the queue for 4 hours so far. Okay, that's what it is. The more it goes past 10 hours, the tougher it is to manage. Yeah. Like, you gotta be basically away from your computer all day long. Or watch a lot of movies or something. You know what I mean? It's not easy. AWS had some issues. Hypixel. Ah, okay. That explains it. Well, at least it's not just 2B. Excuse me. Nobody's getting off light with whatever this problem is. Okay. House needs to flip some spots. Oh, yeah. How many people are online right now? 664. I'm assuming that's not queue. That's like actual people. Not that every single person is actually a person. I'm sure some of them are clankers, but who knows? What do you mean by auto wait in the queue? Some people will set up a secondary server called, what's it? Oh, fuck. I forget the name for the moment. And they'll have it monitor their queue wait time instead of just sitting there hoping to join whenever the timer eventually elapses. What is it called? It's, thanks, Jack. That's a reasonable amount. Yeah. He meant the leaving unkickable AFK. Yeah, the queue... It's not queue skip. It just manages it. What is the name of that? It's, that famous service everybody uses. It's, like, everywhere now. It's a pretty big deal. Fuck, what is the name of that? I'm just gonna have to look at it. Give me one moment. Zenith Proxy. That's the fucking name. Yeah, Zenith Proxy. That's what everybody uses as a queue manager for, you know, not having to wait. I mean, they wait, but it's not as bad. It's a manageable kind of thing. It'll let you know when you come online. It'll keep you online as much as it can. You're not gonna get booted unless the server hiccups in some awful way. Yeah, like, it's a lot of stuff like that. It's pretty useful, honestly. If I weren't already subscribed to just doing 2B's thing, you know, via the subscription service, you get 10% off if you do it that way for 3 months. If I weren't already locked in, yeah, I'd be Zenith proxying it up because it's a better value, though you get worse ping if you don't use prio. That's somehow they get you that way. They fuck with your ability to do things, and then obviously if you get kicked for whatever reason, it's crippling. But with regular prio, getting kicked isn't that bad. It's bad, but it ain't that bad. And obviously some things entail you getting kicked. Just is what it is. Some exploits involved back in the day, you intentionally getting yourself kicked from the server. There was a dupe with that, funny enough. Of course, it's not, you know, it's patched now, but like, you get what I mean. So yeah, imagine prio, or not, sorry, not having prio, and the drop dupe came back. Like it's almost the, we're almost to the 10th anniversary. Next month will be the 9th anniversary of the 1111 dupe. Boy. So, you know, there's that, I guess. I buy Q when I want, but for years I'll just block in a 1-4 area, dig a water hole, yeah. Fair. If you don't want to have to keep up with the server and you don't play regularly, yeah, I get having a cheat. Well, maybe not a cheat. Maybe it's better to call it a sort of learned method of keeping yourself safe, as well as online. You should do what Cody Smile does. He just rings bells all day. That's how he stays connected. Come on. There we go. I had one account near spawn. I logged out like in 2020 for a couple years and logged back in, and all the dirt I used was green and trees around. It felt like I had just left a bunker. Damn. The world left you, and the world continued growing without you. So many people had come by and loaded the chunks for so long. Like the grass turned green, trees had grown. It's a veritable Fallout bunker style experience. Okay, wow, this is coming along nice. Alrighty. Wonder how many stalks of kelp it'll take to like get around. Or for that matter, maybe I should just go ahead and okay. Maybe I should just go ahead and like diagonally make everything one water block deep, because this will stop Enderman as well. Ooh. Uh-oh. I lost my train of thought. And this will be a little bit easier to dot the ceiling with waterfalls or whatever. They paved paradise and put up a water lot. Or they watered paradise and put up an aquarium lot. Just a quick dirt hut, 1 wide, 2 high with a roof. Oh, yeah. Take that, Enderman. Yeah, exactly. This should make it relatively easy to tell where to put my stuff. Though, I kind of wish I had a way to, like, assign or shoot water up from, like, a distance. Like with, like, mega reach or something like that. That way I could put water on the ceiling while staying on the ground near the water source. And then I could just set all this up so easily. Okay. Now the only problem I have are these fucking... These obsidian pillars are going to be in the way. I guess that's not really that big of a deal, but... They do kind of obstruct how the water grows. All right. Regular queue updates your spot number at the bottom left anyway. There's some stuff that does people. Okay. Wait, how is that queue monitor thing good if all it does is monitor your position? Like, can't you just Alt-Tab to check? Well, now, when you're, let's say, at work or school or wherever, and you're waiting in the queue, what happens if you get in? Well, you're probably not going to be able to enjoy whatever you got because you got into the queue and you're AFK. Well, you can set up Zenith Proxy to monitor and keep you safe, to auto AFK for you, to keep you connected but not, you know, you're in the server, you're connected to the server now. Well, it'll keep you from getting booted while you're not available to do normal stuff. You can make it autofish for you. You can make it, you know, do all sorts of things you want, really. The sky is the limit, really. So yeah, it's not a matter of, well, what do I need to monitor my position? It monitors you. It's not the position, because you can get in due to a server crash. And you can get in way ahead of schedule due to a server crash or some other crazy unexpected thing. Server restart, etc. So no, Zenith Proxy's there to monitor you and keep you going. But you only still get like 6-ish hours of playing before they auto boot you and you gotta wait again. But that's neither here nor there, really. Yeah, that makes sense. Good. I think proxies are an amazing idea. Yeah, exactly. It does the waiting for you, more or less. It's a more precise way to wait so that you're not reamed by unforeseen things. And it's a pretty around-the-clock regular service, so you can stay connected far better and far more reliably than you had previously expected to. Uh-oh. I need iron blocks. Yeah, I'm gonna need some iron to finish off the beacon here. Let's get this beacon pyramid printed. Okay, very, very close. I was, a few iron blocks over spec. Oh, shit. There we go. All right, perfect. I gotta go get some iron blocks to replace what I used. Okay. Another beacon pyramid done. I thought all the iron was, like, in place by now. I guess not. Oh yeah, I was gonna say this earlier. Apparently House is trying to patch slow down printers. Fuck. Well, I mean, I kind of figured it would happen. If it just gets slowed down and doesn't get patched, I guess I'm alright with that. I don't want any change, obviously, but, if you have to pick one, I'll pick the lesser of two evils. So I don't know. Ultimately, it just, I hope this is something we always get to make use of. I don't feel like printer is that bad. You know what I mean? Like, this is still, in my opinion, a valid means of playing the game. Where people used to make maps faster, yeah. Slowing down printers, yeah. I don't like that idea, but it is what it is. It's out of my hands if it happens. As long as it's clean and not rubber bandy, seizing out and switching blocks and stuff, well, if it will just not make ghost blocks, that's really my big deal with printers. Ghost blocks are really kind of where I draw the line, because then it stops being useful and starts to be more mess than not. It starts to make more of a problem. There we go. Okay, so now I just have to put a ton of water on the ceiling to sort of encourage it to grow up and meet all of my demands. I have no idea why, but it was happening as subtle. Oh, fuck you, Razor Air. Stay off the fucking... You're not allowed to fly. I just need to swim. Yeah, printer for super tedious shit. Right, we should have the right to do that. In my opinion. Is it when right-clicking? Because I've had something like that on another server. What do you mean? While watching Jack's live? I don't know. There's no reason to break printers too. It's not affecting the server's performance. Right. It isn't super vanilla, admittedly. But like, so what? Like you said, it's not hurting anyone. Okay, well, apart from scattering water everywhere, planting kelp and hoping to grow an aquarium overnight, I think this has been decently productive. I got more of this ahead of me, so... Oh, shit. Also, my neck is so fucking stiff. Ugh. I gotta wonder. Is there like a neck thing I can put around, like one of those special neck pillows? I gotta get something. It is McFucking killing me. Please, House, we don't need 2PG to become purely vanilla. I mean, he's always been a pretty unapologetic vanilla proponent. Like, anything cool or fun gets patched, because it's almost always not vanilla. Well, anyway, so yeah, I have been your friendly neighborhood Jacktherippa, and I will be building and building and building. I'm probably going to take a break tomorrow. Might do some white knuckle in Discord, just for fun. And then Thursday, I kind of want to do art, actually. I haven't done a good Blender stream in a while. Funny enough, Escape the Jackrooms 1 kind of killed a lot of the Thursday night art streams that I was doing last year. Mostly just because, like, you know, the pressure of completing a project was pretty high, honestly. So now that that's over, I feel like a heat base is more incredible. People don't think you can hold W and build a base. I mean, you still have to have the design somehow. Any opinions on Esperite? I don't know what that is. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this. And then maybe, just maybe, some of these end islands will get removed. 2. A lot of end islands to remove. A lot of water to place. Ah, well. All right. Yeah. Oh, no wonder this didn't... Okay, so this area kind of lacks coverage then. Yeah, because there's nothing to, like, heal it past this point. Okay, so that'll have to be there as well. I love seeing all this grow, though. And there we go. This build is incredible. It's a lot. Yeah. I poured a lot of time into this. Not just in the last 2 months, but like the whole designing process, everything. I say that if you can build something pretty and it's large and in charge, then you have the right to make it with printer. If you've not the capabilities, and fair enough. But like realistically, no. I want to be able to printer crazy shit like this, you know? This base deserves to have something like printer behind it. We should probably do the white glass soon. I don't know. It's a lot. Oh wow, so that's what it looks like when the chunks aren't loaded. Ooh, half the base is like cut off. That's so cool. Ooh, and that little ripple of like non-loaded stuff. Well, that's where that logo is. Yep, they're certainly blowing stuff up. Okay, so the only other major water reservoir I can think of would be this blue, the double twin blue buildings in front of me. These were filled with, or no, this wasn't filled with water. This was empty. It's these drum-looking things. These were filled with water. So that's like another thing to get. But I'll be working on that for the next day or so. So yeah, you all have a great evening. Oh wow, hey Vincent. I'm gonna head there soon. How long will it take? Message me on Discord and I'll be able to give you a better overview of everything. Other than that, y'all have a great night. Catch y'all tomorrow for more Building with Jack 2B2T edition. Goodbye, good night, good luck, and so on and so forth.